Alright, this morning I had a business meeting with a potential sponsor, and for them they do a lot of Instagram promotion, but YouTube and video promotion is new to them. So I tried to explain the platform and how it would work, and I think it went pretty well. I'll be hearing back hopefully in the next few business days whether or not they'll be interested in proceeding with that. Pretty exciting. Now I'm going to Starbucks and I have a phone call set up. This is Abraham. Abraham has just given me about 45 minutes of his time and so much feedback, so huge thank you to Abraham. I just got off a FaceTime with Abraham, and he sent me an email probably about a month ago sending me basically like a pat on the back for all the vlogs I was doing, plus he gave me some awesome feedback. Today we set up a FaceTime call, and for like an hour of his time he basically told me the things that like he thinks are working with my channel, what things I can improve. He was telling me some ways that I can help expand my network on YouTube, and I don't know if you guys realize this, but there is like actually so much work that goes on behind the scenes with doing a YouTube channel. And so to have someone like himself who watches a lot of YouTubers, he's been watching for about 4 to 5 years, he said, it's so helpful to have that feedback, and I cannot thank you enough, Abraham. Look at the sky right now, it's so beautiful out. Hello, hello, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home. I'm home. Jackson, I'm home. I don't know why, they always sneeze when they get excited, so anytime I get home, there are sneezes everywhere. Achoo! Achoo! Hell yeah, we got the mom van today. We are back at it, we're cruising in style, and we've got the 6-seater MPV here. It's not very good on fuel, but it can transport a whole lot of soccer kids. Alright, so it is now 12:30, and this morning I was inside my house all day doing emails. I got quite a bit done actually. I've finished the first edit of my Walkbox videos, so I'm putting together a couple promotional videos for them, and I finished up some photos for them. I'd been asked a couple times about what it meant to do a business proposal, what I was doing to get sponsorship, so I'll just kind of use this as a chance to explain a little bit what I'm up to. For example, with my upcoming trip, I know that the value I'm bringing to a sponsor is exposure. So I'm followed by thousands of people now, and for a brand, they want to know how many people are going to see my product or service. And so when I contact someone, that's always something I'm stressing, is that if you sponsor me, or if you send me your product, or if you invite me to try out your event, I can offer you X amount of people seeing what you're doing. Don't for one second think that you have to have a large following in order to be sponsored. You can have a great idea and have no following and still manage to get some sponsorship. So for me, I'm trying to do both. I've got a slight following, but I also have a great idea. And the idea behind this is I left my job to pursue my passion. And so this entire project is about communicating the importance of following a passion. For a lot of brands, that really aligns with their values, aligns with what they're trying to communicate to their own audience. And so even if I don't have 1 million followers, they see someone with a modest following and doing something that aligns with their brand or something they believe in, and they're much more likely to back it rather than just having like a large number of followers. So when you're contacting sponsors, you need to kind of figure out what is your value, what are you bringing to the table, and how are you branding yourself, because your brand is so valuable. If I were to kind of describe my brand, I would describe myself as kind of like a digital nomad, someone who has dropped everything he's doing to pursue what he truly believes in and something he loves. So before you go to sponsors, it's very important to figure out who's your audience and what's your brand, what's your message that you're trying to communicate. For me, I'm trying to communicate to people who also believe that there's more than working 9 to 5. I'm trying to communicate the idea that following your passion is the ultimate goal. Okay, 1 second here. I gotta pick up my money from Best Buy. Hell yeah, make it rain. 600 bucks Canadian, or in other words, about $3 US. Just picked up my money from working at the Best Buy for those 3.5, 4 days. I don't remember how many days I worked. But yeah, finally got my money. Gonna go deposit that because that's a major key. You don't wanna go spending all the money you earn. Save that money. You gotta save that money. I'll give you guys an example, and this is not actually the company I'm contacting, but let's say I'm trying to work with Apple. So every year Apple's spending millions and millions and millions of dollars in advertisement. So for them, they're always looking for ways to get people's eyes and attention on their products. So as a travel vlogger, I've got a fairly large audience of people who are travel based, who are interested in cameras and technology, and want to share the world with other people. So I go to someone like Apple and I write up a proposal and I say, hey Apple, my name is Christian LeBlanc. I'm a travel vlogger from Vancouver, Canada, and this is what I've been doing over the past year. So I show them some of my work. I show them how many people I have following me on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever it may be. Whatever I think will be of value to that company. And from there, I kind of explain what my upcoming project is. My project is in 2016, I'm returning to Asia in pursuit of my passion. I'm gonna be traveling, I'm gonna be sharing the world with other people and doing what I love. So that is my project, and my project is based on helping people see the world, but also sharing the inspiration and motivation for others to pursue their passions. So that's kind of like in a nutshell how I pitch myself when I go contact companies. Once you've figured out what value you can offer the company, you need to figure out how to contact that company or person. And there's really no one answer to this situation. I wish there was, because getting in touch with companies can be very challenging. When you go to a company's website, it's very rare that they simply say, this is our sales and marketing person, or this is our public relations person. And when they don't do that, it can make it very challenging to figure out who do I reach out to. But one of the best ways I found is just to start emailing the bottom people. You have to do a bit of digging. So sometimes I've emailed people who are involved in, you know, a bottom sales position, or they're simply an administrative position. And from there, they've been able to forward my email to people who are more appropriate. I feel like this corner must be bad luck or something. There must be a bad omen around here. Holy, it's a friggin' party. All right, my gym is in there, so that's where I'm going now. And you guys are going in there. I'm putting you in there. Don't take it personally. Just finished up at the gym. I ran 2 kilometers and worked out my legs, did some squats, and now I'm super sore. But it was really funny. I went to the change room and this guy looks at me, he's like, are you the guy that traveled the world? And I was like, yeah, that's me. He's like, oh, it's because of you my girlfriend wants to travel now. And like, he seemed like kind of half mad. It was pretty funny. Back at the old stomping ground. Alright, so I'm just in the Starbucks right next to my gym, and I finished editing a vlog, and now I'm going to send out some emails to hotels in Los Angeles because I'm desperately hoping that we can find at least a couple nights worth of accommodations while we're there, like sponsored accommodation, because I've said it a few times, but our dollar just sucks. So anything we get covered is a huge bonus, and I'm hoping to figure that out, have a few emails sent out by the end of the night. Just leaving Starbucks right now, and I gotta go pick up my little brother from school. One of the disadvantages of borrowing my mom's van is I'm now on pickup duty. Just got my new trim, looking fresh to death, only at a Deeps. So funny. So the big league in Canada is the NHL, and that's the National Hockey League. And so every year they have the All-Stars game, where basically the best of the best come together to play a friendly match. It doesn't count for points or anything, it's just for fun. But this year they led it to, basically they allowed fans to vote in the captain for each team. And I guess this year a bunch of trolls got on board because they voted in a player by the name of John Scott. And the guy has more fights in the NHL league than he has points. So he's not an all-star player, but people just thought it'd be hilarious, and it is hilarious, to vote him in as the team captain. So it sounds like it's a bit controversial, but I guess they're gonna allow him to play as team captain. So I just think that's hilarious. I love trolls, they make my day. And right now, I'm sending emails out to hotels, and I got a fresh new cut. When I was living downtown, I bought a razor because, like, with this haircut, it's tough to keep up because as soon as it grows out a little bit, it becomes obvious that you need another haircut. Anyways, I bought a razor so that Laura could do cuts for me. And I was like, Laura, come do this line. And she was taking forever. She was on her computer or something, so I tried to do it myself. And I would left myself with like the worst like cut across like this. It took like 2 weeks for that line to go away. I had a few people make comments like, what happened to your hair? I have now reached out to over 20 boutique hotels, so if I don't hear back from any of them, then go ahead and kill me. I'm sure I'm gonna get at least a couple positive responses, but I guess I should wait, and I'll keep you guys posted on how that goes. A month ago now, I set a goal to basically gain 246 subscribers every day, because if I did that, that would put me on track to have 100,000 subscribers within 1 year of having posted that video, which was like on January 1st or 2nd, something like that. So here is a quick update on how I'm doing with that. And there's actually a website called socialblade.com, and you can search anyone's Instagram or YouTube, and you can actually see how many people they've gained or lost in that day. On the 6th of January, I gained 277. On the 7th of January, 210, 175, 168, 550, that's my biggest day ever. That's the day that the Philippines travel video went crazy viral. The daily average is pretty much around 170 according to this. However, it's definitely a bit higher if you consider the last 15 days, and I'm really happy with that. Like, honestly, it's good to set lofty goals, but when I said 100,000, that was a lofty goal. You know, that was like very ambitious, not unrealistic, but ambitious. And I see here that based on my current trends and my statistics, I've got no reason to believe that that's not an achievable goal. Now that I've broken the daunting 10,000 threshold, I've kind of just zoomed right past it, and I'm now just below 14,000. So huge thank you to you guys. I'm very thrilled to see the progress that's being made. And with all this growth, I really hope that you guys feel like my vlogs are evolving. I have to say there's a lot of stuff that I'm working on right now. I'm trying to figure out like an intro and outro. I'm trying to figure out my Snapchat. So there's so many things that I'm working on a daily basis to try to evolve with this growth. And it's a big process, and you guys actually help a lot. I told you guys I got off the phone with one of my viewers the other day, and I have to say he is an incredible dude. So knowledgeable, and it's by hearing feedback from people like you guys that I'm able to actually take the step to the next level. So if there's something in my vlog that kind of stands out to you as like, this could be improved, or I suggest this, I'm always open to it. I would love to hear what you guys have to say, and you guys definitely help me become a better vlogger and a better channel. So if you guys have anything to say, anything to add, I'd love to hear it. Always feel free to comment. I never take anything personally. I'm the kind of guy that you could tell me my channel sucked, but if you told me why it sucked, I would be very glad you said that, because I want to see what do you think could be improved and how can I do that. So I appreciate your guys' feedback. I need your feedback, and I am so happy that you guys are part of my channel. Alright, so this is pretty cool. I'm going through I got like 300, 400 messages on my Facebook page, and I was going through a bunch. Most of them are just extremely kind Filipino people saying thank you for visiting our country. However, I got this one very interesting message. They work for Thai PBS, which by the sounds of it is a fairly large Thai news network, and they're interested in working with me to create content for their website. That is the interesting thing with what I'm doing. Social media is so new, but it's in high demand. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes. I'll definitely be talking to her and figuring out what her Thai news network is looking for. In the past week, I've had like 3 or 4 different business opportunities come up, and it's just a matter of getting yourself out there, getting your name out there, and working hard. Booyah, just got a check from the government for $102. I went to business school, and I'm at an age where I should understand this, but I still don't know why. I just get checks from the government maybe every 3 months, maybe every 4. It's usually around $100 to like $120. And I think it's like it's one of our taxes. It's kind of a form of a refund because I'm under a certain tax bracket, I believe. I don't really know. All I know is that I'm getting money that I didn't count on, so yahoo! Gonna finish off the night with some protein, or should I say protein. Worked out my legs today, so I gotta give them some protein, give them a little bit of fuel to work with, and tomorrow go back to the gym, do it all again.